sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with us.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Today we're going to be looking at a bunch of articles that you guys sent over.
Yeah, a really fascinating collection of stories today.
It seems like, baseball, basketball, football, even European soccer, it's all happening right now.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here.
So let's just dive right in.
Sounds good.
Okay, so first up, let's give a shout out to some baseball legends.
Yeah.
The 2025 Baseball Hall of Fame class was just announced.
Right?
And it is packed with some big names.
It's a really impressive class.
We're talking Ichiro Suzuki, Sabathia, Billy Wagner.
I mean, each of these guys brings something really unique to the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. So let's start with Ichiro.
Okay.
This guy is a true icon, 10 All-Star selections, 10 Gold Gloves, an AL MVP award.
Wow.
And get this, he almost had a unanimous vote for the Hall of Fame.
Almost.
He was just one vote shy.
Unbelievable.
The article called his journey singular. And it's full of these amazing anecdotes about his dedication and his really unique approach to the game.
Oh, I'd love to hear some of those.
Yeah, so there's one story about how he used to take hundreds of swings every single day.
Every day.
Even in the off season.
Wow.
And he had this super meticulous stretching routine before every single game.
I bet that was something to see.
It really highlights how global baseball has become. I mean, Ichiro's the first Japanese-born player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That's a huge milestone.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh.
Okay, now let's talk about Sabathia.
Okay.
This guy was just dominant on the mound.
Yeah.
6-time All-Star, Cy Young Award winner, and a key part of the Yankees' 2009 World Series title.
I remember that team.
No surprise that he got in on the first ballot.
Yeah.
And did you know that he chose to have a Yankees cap on his Hall of Fame plaque?
I did.
Yeah, Hall of Famers actually get to choose which team they want to represent.
Right.
And that choice really tells you a lot about what that chapter in his career meant to him.
It really does.
And then we have Billy Wagner.
Yeah.
He finally made it into the Hall of Fame.
It's about time.
I know. And it was a close one. This was his 10th and final year of eligibility.
Really?
It just squeaked in.
Down to the wire.
Yeah, the article mentioned that Matt Snyder and Mike Axisa were big advocates for his induction.
Yeah, those guys know their baseball.
They were pointing to his strikeout rate. It was phenomenal.
He was one of the most dominant closers of his era.
For sure. And to round out the 2025 class, the Classic Baseball Era Committee,
Right.
they picked Dick Allen and Dave Parker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A pretty impressive group overall.
It is a good mix of players.
All right, so let's switch gears to the NBA,
Okay.
where things are always heating up.
Always.
The Phoenix Suns just made a trade with the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
And it has everyone talking about a possible move for Jimmy Butler.
Interesting.
So the Suns are in win-now mode, right?
Hmm.
Meaning they're all about immediate success.
Right.
So they went out and they got 3 first-round draft picks from the Jazz.
Okay.
Now these picks, they're probably going to be late in the first round,
Makes sense.
but they give the Suns more options.
Options to do what?
Options to make a big trade for a player like Jimmy Butler.
I see.
So the Jazz, they're in rebuilding mode.
Right.
So this trade makes sense for both teams.
Makes sense.
The Suns are trying to win now.
Yep.
The Jazz are stocking up for the future.
Yeah.
But not everyone's convinced this is a championship move for the Suns.
Oh, really?
This one NBA analyst, Sam Quinn,
Oh, yeah.
he gave the Suns a C grade for the trade.
A C?
Yeah, he basically said they've still got some holes in their roster.
Like what?
Things like perimeter defense and rim protection.
Mm.
And he doubts one trade, even for a star like Butler, can fix all that.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. Building a championship team, it takes more than just star power.
Right. It's about finding the right pieces that fit together.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's head down south
Okay.
and talk some college football. Let's start with the Ohio State Buckeyes, national champions.
Sure.
A lot of the credit for this win goes to Coach Ryan Day
Yeah.
and offensive coordinator Chip Kelly.
Right.
Both of these guys,
Yeah.
they faced a lot of criticism throughout the season.
I remember that.
There were doubts about their play calling, their leadership.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, they got the job done.
They did.
And their ability to adapt that really helped guide the Buckeyes to victory.
They really turned things around.
And you know what else is interesting about this win?
What's that?
It wasn't just about grabbing players from the transfer portal.
Oh, right.
The article highlighted how many key players chose to stay with the team,
Yeah.
even though they could have gone to the NFL
Right.
or transferred to another school.
For more money, maybe?
Yeah, potentially.
Hmm.
That says a lot about the team's culture, you know?
It really does.
The bond between the players and the coaches.
You know, in this era where player movement is so common, it's really remarkable.
And speaking of changes in college football, there's been a lot of talk about the expanded college football playoff and how the teams are seeded, expanding to 12 teams. It's definitely made things more exciting.
More teams have a shot now.
Yeah, but it's also raised some questions about fairness, you know?
Like what?
How do you make sure that the very best teams are the ones who are actually competing for the championship?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and you know, the excitement for next season, it's already building.
Of course.
The article mentioned that there's going to be a real battle for that preseason #1 ranking.
Can't wait.
Okay, let's get back to the NBA.
Okay.
This time, we're not talking about trades or championships.
Okay.
We're talking about mid-season grades. And one team in particular is failing miserably.
Oh, no.
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Really?
He started the season with these sky-high expectations.
Right.
They got an A in the preseason rankings.
Wow.
And now they're sitting at an F.
An F.
That's a pretty shocking turn of events.
It is pretty shocking.
Remember all the hype when Paul George joined the team?
Yeah, it seemed like they had everything. They were supposed to dominate.
It just hasn't clicked the way everyone expected.
No, it hasn't.
Injuries have played a role for sure.
Of course.
Embiid has missed a lot of games.
Right.
And even Paul George has been struggling with injuries.
Yeah.
And there's the season-ending injury to Jared McCain.
Oh, that's right. Their rookie.
Yeah, he was showing so much promise early on, but unfortunately, his season's over.
That's tough.
So the Sixers are dealing with all this negativity.
Right.
But there are two other teams in the Eastern Conference that are shining.
Who are they?
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah.
They have the best record in the league.
Wow.
36 wins and only 6 losses.
That's incredible.
They earned an A+ in the midseason grades.
Well-deserved.
And then you have the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
They weren't really on anybody's radar at the start of the season.
No, not really.
But they've surprised everyone with a winning record.
Really?
22 wins and 21 losses. That earned them an A.
Wow, good for them.
All right, hold on to your hats because we're going across the Atlantic
Okay.
for some European soccer.
Let's go.
Barcelona just delivered a match for the ages.
Oh, yeah.
They beat Benfica 5-4
5-4.
in the UEFA Champions League.
That must have been a wild one.
It was a total roller coaster.
I bet.
We're talking crazy goalkeeper errors, a hat trick,
Wow.
a controversial penalty kick,
Oh, my gosh.
and then a late-game goal from Rafinha to seal the win. It
Unbelievable.
was pure drama.
Sounds like it.
The article actually ranked the top 5 craziest moments from the game.
I'd love to see that.
It really shows how unpredictable European soccer can be.
I mean, that's what we love about it.
Barcelona's win, along with Liverpool's victory over Lille,
Okay.
secure their spots in the round of 16.
Nice.
But while those two giants are moving on, another European powerhouse is facing some unexpected struggles.
Oh, who's that?
Paris Saint-Germain.
PSG.
They've got a roster full of superstars,
They do.
but they've been struggling to find consistency this season.
Huh. Interesting.
They've had some impressive wins,
Right.
but they've also had some head-scratching losses.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's raised questions about their team chemistry,
for sure.
about the manager's tactical decisions,
Yeah.
their ability to perform under pressure.
Big game players.
Exactly. And that leads us to their upcoming match
Oh, yeah.
against Manchester City.
Nah, that's a matchup.
This is a clash of titans.
It is.
Soccer fans around the world are buzzing about this one.
I bet.
This match, it goes beyond just 3 points.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's about the history and the rivalry between these two clubs.
Absolutely.
It's a clash of styles.
Right.
And ultimately, it's about the ambition to be crowned European champions.
You know, it's a match that has the potential to be an instant classic.
I think so, too. A game that people will be talking about for years.
For sure.
And it's not just about the big names either.
What do you mean?
Monaco is continuing their strong run in the Champions League.
Oh, yeah. Monaco, they're a fun team to watch.
They're proving that you don't need a roster full of global superstars to compete at the highest level.
I love that.
It really makes you wonder what other surprises might be in store as the Champions League progresses.
It's anyone's game at this point.
That's what keeps us coming back for more, right?
Absolutely.
The unexpected twists and turns, the underdogs defying the odds.
The moments of brilliance that leave you speechless.
This deep dive has been a wild ride so far.
It has.
From celebrating Hall of Famers to analyzing potential trades to reliving those incredible moments on the field.
I'm with you.
What's been standing out to you?
Well, for me, it's the intersection of individual talent and the power of team dynamics.
Interesting.
Think about Ichiro's journey, his unique approach to the game, his dedication to his craft.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just about individual skill. He was also a part of some incredible teams.
Right.
Teams that pushed him to be his best.
Yeah.
And then there's Ohio State, a team that prioritized building a strong internal culture.
Over just relying on recruiting players from other schools.
Right.
It's a reminder that success in sports is rarely about one individual.
It's about the collective effort, the shared vision, the bond between teammates.
That's such a great point. It's that chemistry, that sense of unity.
Exactly.
That often makes the difference between a good team and a truly great one.
I couldn't agree more.
And speaking of team dynamics, we can't forget about the NBA trade deadline looming on the horizon.
Oh, yeah. Things are about to get crazy.
The Suns made their move, and now everyone's wondering who's next.
Right.
Do you think we're in for more blockbuster deals?
Oh, absolutely. The trade deadline is always a time of high drama and intense speculation.
It's like a puzzle, isn't it?
It is.
Teams are trying to find the missing pieces.
Right.
The players that will complete their roster and give them the best chance of winning.
And you can bet that the fans will be dissecting every trade, every rumor, trying to predict what it all means for their favorite teams.
And speaking of narratives, we can't ignore the stories that are playing out on the field.
Of course not.
We talked about Barcelona's thrilling victory.
Right.
PSG's struggles, the emergence of Monaco as a contender.
All great stories.
Each game adds another chapter.
It does.
Another layer of intrigue and excitement.
That's what keeps us hooked.
It's fascinating how these narratives intertwine.
Yeah.
Individual players striving for greatness, teams battling for supremacy leagues, constantly evolving.
It's a constant reminder that sports are more than just games.
I agree.
They're stories.
Filled with heroes and villains, triumphs and heartbreaks.
Exactly. And those stories are what captivate us.
Will keep us coming back for more.
They remind us of the human element of sports.
The passion, the dedication, the resilience, the sheer joy of competition.
It's all there.
It's those stories that make sports so compelling, so relatable.
So true.
And as we head into the final stretch of the season, those stories are only going to get more intense, more dramatic.
Oh, yeah, we're in for a wild ride.
Every game, every decision, every trade could have huge implications.
Absolutely.
And that's what keeps us on the edge of our seats, right?
It sure does.
We're all eager to see how these stories unfold.
Who will rise to the occasion?
And who will fall short of expectations.
It's going to be an exciting finish to the season.
So for you, our listener, we encourage you to dig a little deeper into any of the topics that piqued your interest.
Yeah, go read those Ichiro anecdotes.
Imagine what a Jimmy Butler trade could do for the Suns.
Or dive into the debate about the expanded college football playoff.
There's always more to explore, more to learn, more to discuss.
And that's what makes following sports so rewarding.
It's a constant journey of discovery.
It is.
And as that journey continues, we'll be here to guide you through the twists and turns.
Highs and lows.
The moments that make you say, wow, I didn't see that coming.
We'll break down the complex issues.
Highlight the hidden gems.
And give you those aha moments that make you feel like you're truly in the know.
So until next time, keep that passion for sports burning bright.
And remember, there's always another deep dive waiting just around the corner.
See ya.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a puppy dog. Show them all what